We're going to learn about rewriting expressions in logarithmic form to exponential and vice versa from exponential form back into logarithm form. So I've listed out what the template is for logarithmic form above in blue, and the template for exponential form is in green right here. So we're going to start with expressions that all have the word log in them, which means they're in logarithmic form. And we're going to transform them into exponential form. So the way we're going to start is we're just going to label our problem with A, B, and C. A, this whole thing right here is B, and C. So it's kind of alphabetical order for logarithmic form. When we go to write an exponential, we're going to see that our A comes first. In this case, it's 15. So we're going to write a big 15. The C is the exponent now, which in this case is the -2. So we'll write a small -2 equals B. B is this whole expression right here circled in the middle. And you can see that it's large and the C is small. The C is really the only small number. It's a little easier to check exponential form to make sure it's correct. So you could look at how this is 15 to the -2. Since we know 15 to the second power is 225, because 15 times 15 is 225. We can check our work, and we know when we have a negative exponent, that means it's living in the basement of our fraction. So that's how we can check our work. And we're simply rewriting, we're not solving anything. So we always label A, B, C. And we go to rewrite. A always comes first, which happens to be first. Just writing it out a little bit bigger. C becomes our exponent, just a little bit smaller. And B becomes our answer on the right. Anytime you have a fractional exponent, that really means you're taking the root of 81. And in this case with a 2, it's a square root of 81. So the square root of 81 is 9, and that's how we could check our answer. So this whole thing is our answer because we're simply rewriting our expressions in exponential form. Sometimes you might see these with letters outside of ABC, and that's possible as well. So they won't be really, you won't be able to check them as easily. A always goes first, but it's big. C becomes our exponent, and it's small. So whatever's written for C. And B goes last, and it's big. It's kind of like you're just flip-flopping B and C, the 95 and the U. But then we have that exponent because it's exponential form. This one, A, B, C. And then exponential form is A, which is N, to the C power 17 equals B, 38. And we can't really check those because we don't know what N to the 17th is because we don't know what N is. So this is how you start in log form and go to something that ends with the exponent. Now we'll be going backwards. So we'll be going from something in exponential form to logarithm. So it'll start with the exponent and then we'll always start with log. So this time, instead of labeling ABC, since the formula is A to the C equals B, we'll label it ACB. So all of these are A, C is the exponent, and B goes last. So it's completely opposite. Since we're writing in a logarithmic form, we're always going to start with the word log. The A, which is the 11, that still comes first, but it's a tinier 11, kind of in the corner of that G. The B goes next, and it's a bigger number, equals, and then whatever your exponent is, writing it nice and big. So these two numbers switched position, and we have slightly different sizing on the numbers. So anytime you write in logarithm form, just remembering that it's log with the little a big B equals a big C. And exponential form always starts ACB. So here we have log A is still 4, but it's tinier. B is a fraction of 1/16. And C, last but not least, becomes big after the equal sign. Simply rewriting and not solving. We'll go with our A, C, B. Go ahead and label those. The B looks a little bit messy. So log A comes first as a tiny subscript, B comes next, and C comes last, which is sometimes a letter. Once again, you can notice really all that was added was the word log, and these two numbers were switched around. Log A is Y, so we'll draw a tinier Y. B is 195, and then equal to whatever our C is, which is our X. And there isn't a hard and fast way to check these, but you can ensure that these two numbers, or maybe a combination of a number and letter, have switched order from up here, and that you have the word log because it's logarithmic form. If you have additional questions on this, please let me know, and I'm here to help.